Hello, hello. I don't know how. Okay. I think I got it right. Oh, shit. You almost seen a nipple. Don't want to see nobody's nipple, child. Camera slipping and tripping. All right. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Hardhead Reloaded, Nicole Reloaded. I'm on my second channel, and I just decided to come on. Let's just see what it do, Anyway, let me see if I put it on landscape, would it rotate and still go back? No, because once you rotate it, it's trapped. I just needed to sit here where I wanted to sit. Phone, sit here. Okay. So anyway, hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Nicole Reloaded, locked and loaded with another video. So, are y'all ready for the new year that is upon us? I've been sitting back and I've been doing my own mental ponderosa. Doing a lot of different reading and research on things so that 2022 can be a better year for me and my family, and as well as the people that I'm around and the people that I have a true desire to assist, like the homeless, sexual assault victims, CPS violations, assault. It doesn't matter, pretty much. But especially people with mental illness, people that have been violated, that don't have a voice. I wanted to come and ask about YouTube. Is there survival on YouTube? Some may say, what do you mean you need survival? You're weak. You're not strong. Well, un frère, mon cher, I think not. Unorthodox thinking keeps you trapped. You have to find a balance. I know this year has taught me a lot. Well, since the pandemic has hit, it's had an effect on a lot of us, regardless if people want to admit it or not, or just shoot it out there, or whatever it has. It has affected all of us in some shape, form, or fashion. And I never spent so much time on YouTube actually ever in my life within Tara, when was we aware that this was gonna happen, the pandemic? Because you gotta be careful the words we use. And shout out to my sister Tara, info for you. 2019. Right. We got the warning in 2018, but when we really knew, it was in November. It's all documented. But I want to give respect where respect is due. I want to say first off, and then I'll get into my rant. Okay, the clock blocking survival YouTube skills edition, I guess, if that makes anybody feel better. Forgive me for my sarcasm, but please don't forgive me, because God will. Tara, info for you. That sister has been with me for many years, man. And I just want to say publicly that I don't know if I show her or let her know enough that I love her with all my heart. Not only is she my business partner, she's my best friend, and she's my sister. And we believe in God together too, and we pray together. So a family that prays together stays together. So shout out to Tara, info for you. And shout out to K Love, my sister Miss Bennett. You know, there's many others. You know, Miss Groovy. So anyway, so we're on. So and we know baby girl, okay? Yeah, she ain't no baby no more though. She'll fuck y'all niggas. But yeah. So I was just sitting around looking at the analytics and stuff and trying to figure out where I want my channel to go and thinking about how I'm gonna put together this New Year's discernment and stuff like that, because I have to sit and pay attention. I have to pray about it. Not coming on here like I'm better than anybody else. It's just something it was a little thing that me and my sisters do together. No big deal. But after doing research and clarifying to make sure that you verify, I said, well, gosh darn, all these premonitions and discernments and things of that nature have came true. What would you have to say about that, Tara? I mean, how you know what was going to happen in 2018 was going to happen this year? I'm just taken aback, but not in a negative way.
You asking me how I knew?
Yeah, like how do we, people say how we know, like how did that happen?
I knew because I followed the analytics.
Ooh. Y'all thinking that the analytics, though, are just subjected to...
And when I say that, though, since I said loosely because I don't want people to think, okay, it's just a numbers game. Everything is analytics. And you have to follow the order and the pattern of things. And according to how the YouTube street was moving in 2018, 2019, you can pretty much tell what 2021 was going to be like and 2020 was going to be like. And even now, if you guys think back on it, from the time, I'll say, of 2020 till 2022, you probably could figure out some more stuff on, yourself on how things can be. It's not hard to tell what's going to happen. It's just a time frame on everything, that's all. And pattern. So I ain't going to say that's all. And pattern.
It seems to me like a lot of things is being regurgitated, unfortunately.
Definitely.
Do you think that the regurgitation could be unconscious, though?
No, and I say that to say this because a lot of times when we are, I'm not a content creator as far as being in the forefront, but I have created a couple pieces of content. And
wait, hold on. She is a content creator. My sister be riding with me with content and all that. So you're a content creator, but go ahead with that bullshit. Whatever.
Right, but I wasn't creating content in the realm of having different people coming at me or creating adversaries and all that. That wasn't popular when I was creating.
Well, can you expand on that, since we're talking about cop blocking and locking, if you feel to do so. Well, not if you feel. I'm asking you, would you? Because I don't think people get where the cop blocking the addition came from. We'll go on to that later on, but
I mean, what you want to know as far as me expanding on it? Like what?
Well, you said that if people pay attention, that they would already see, but I don't think that people actually really see it because they're trapped in a form of believing a lot of this is entertainment, even though it's dangerous. To the psychological aspect of the brain, yes, a lot. I'm not saying a lot of the people are very entertaining. It's very funny. I just would like to slide in there. You see, I'm being sneaky. She gonna beat my ass. About the after effects of all of this so-called awesome entertainment, because you have a lot of behind the scenes knowledge about things, preparation, analytics, titles, tags, from your own personal experience. It just does not stop on YouTube. There's there's Twitter, Instagram, dating webs. They even want you to get your game up with the dating websites and OkCupid, and they want you to LinkedIn and stuff like that. So let me shut up, and I don't know. Did I express that okay? I'm trying.
I mean, you did. However, I want to take it back a notch when you say the cop blocking thing. I just want to go back to that just a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, with the whole cop blocking situation, me personally, I see it where when you say to expound on that portion of it, I would say, okay, if you look at the time from where we first came on to YouTube, when we didn't have all the ruckus, all the battling, all the controversy, all the alliances, those different things going on, it was peaceful back then. But then when everything started hitting everybody like to bring this girl up, and I don't even want to keep saying her name because I don't think it's even relevant no more. But y'all know who I'm talking about. So when that girl came on the scene, it became more of a competition on YouTube. First it was a battle, then it became a competition. And now it's still formulating to be a competition. And I don't think that portion's ever going to change because everybody's about numbers. And that's where the cop block as population comes in for me. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Once the number game hit, once people start paying attention to the analytics, how the street runs, who's who's hitting the 1K first, and all this bad shit, that's when all that ruckus came about. And even till now. And when we say cop blocking, and I say not cop blocking like as of just the numerology part, which is the analytic number part of it, I'm mentioning the pattern of people.
The pattern of behavior, right?
Right, the people's behavior, like you would say, this of behavior. And at the end of the day, when you look at people as far as the 5A's and the different people like that, you can see the rotation of somebody taking something from here, putting it there, and that's what makes it, to me, that's what makes it more of a cop blocking situation outside of the numbers game, because you're not only stealing a person's technique, style, shit,
you're embodying unconsciously the content creator.
To be on YouTube and make it your own. So it gets kind of, weird to watch a person, let's say, take somebody like Maddie or 7 Stars or someone of that Tasha K level. I'm saying 7 Stars was with Tasha K one time, and there was a lot of things that people hated about that girl, but there was a lot of things that people loved about her. And people can't deny that she does have some type of decorum about her. You know what I'm saying? That would make her a valuable asset to the television screen. She does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has a good speaking voice. It's just a lot of little things, little traits that she brought to YouTube that stood out, whether people liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, with that and the Tasha K, thing, Tasha K has that love and hate type thing going. It's just a lot of things like people bring that other people bite off and they take it and they use it without paying back homage. And that's the cop blocking portion for me. If you're going to take something and use it from somebody, at least say, okay, well, you know what? I got this from Tasha K. Or I got this thing from 7 Stars. Or I got this thing from,
Armand Wiggins or Mona Simone. Sean Bradley,
Well,
like,
those
yeah.
are on the big end. But see, by us dealing with us in the beef sector, I
Us.
feel that courtesy still should extend to people in the beef sector. If I get something, like let's say, right?
But let me just say, but hold on. Hold that thought, sis. This is the part that is mind baffling and boggling to me, is because it seems that the all be all in the stop shop and the mechanic and where you pay your rent and your bills in an analogy situation, that YouTube is the only social media aspect. People that are on Instagram, TikTok, you now, even dating sites, if you create stuff, you know what I'm saying? Testers that they want.
Oh, yes. Not to cut you off.
Okay.
You know how they say you gotta meet a person where they at?
All right.
We're here. We're on YouTube.
Oh, no, but are they?
That's where I view them at. I mean, that's what to my knowledge, yeah.
All right. No, go ahead.
So with that, I feel like with all that you're saying, if it don't start here, how could it extend anywhere else? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you're not gonna pay
I'm saying it don't start here and it don't end here, though, sis, is what I'm saying.
It won't.
Okay.
It won't go here. It's like you said, too many other platforms.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so
because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world.
And the concept of starting the ban on cock blocking or putting cock blocking into a perspective, we have to do it within our own vegan community before we go into any other community or sector, far as the black sector, the manosphere sector, or anything else.
But see, I look at it different.
We see each other in this sector. How it's starting with little like things as small as the cock blocking situation, because it might be small to somebody else. And they might be on here. They might be saying in their mind right now, like, why are you guys even talking about this?
Because we can.
But if you look at it in a whole,
right,
in a whole as a whole, and in general, this is a big thing on YouTube.
No, it's a huge. Let me be quiet.
Something that knocks people from either getting their numbers, getting monetized, having ads and certain things like that. It knocks them, because if somebody is taking your content and putting it on their channel, that's cock blocking. Shit! If somebody take your style, let's say I wear a button up on my shit, right? I'm a content creator. I come on here with a blue button up all the time, man. I got a little teddy bear sitting in the background or a silvery glittery pillow. My banner, is FSU, and I'm just like, I'm doing my thing, and a lot of people like that. Then all of a sudden I see 12 more people just jumped on YouTube, and one of them got the whole UCF banner up here, freaking purple collar shirt on. Nigga, you done stole my style. It's cock blocking, no matter what. So that's what I'm talking about. It's little things like that goes outside of the numbers game. But I'm gonna hand the ball back to you.
No, you own it. I want to finish hearing what you're saying, because you have a different with people. Let me just say this: you have a different view, than I do, right? But then our views come together, correct?
Most of the time.
Most of the time, right. Most of the time. We don't agree all the time. We go back and forth, in regards, so you can open up my vision, and then, our vision's okay. Because I don't want to have a relationship with someone.
We argue opinions, but also we stay open-minded. So I'm with you on that. I understand.
Yeah, like we don't. I don't want to say that we argue. We debate heavily. With each other. We've had a few arguments.
I would say sometimes we argue opinions. Debating opinions is tossing the ball back and forth. Sometimes we don't even hand the ball back, and we still
we sure do. Yep. I didn't snatch the ball, for she snatched the.
And it just gets to the point where I have my opinion, you gonna have yours. But
we didn't play tetherball, honey, and I didn't hit her in the face with the ball, and she done knocked my ass out for a whole week.
Right, but it's never nothing that we don't discuss or talk about and can come to an agreement on. And it's not because I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna come around to what Nicole's talking about, just to shut her butt down. No, it's not that, and she don't do that for me. It's just okay. We choose to say, okay, you know what? At this point in time, we're not gonna see eye to eye on this topic. Let's move on. And it should be like that in the beef sector.
No, it should be like that overall.
If I don't deal with you, why am I taking
And this is what me and her argue. This is where me and her argue about, because
it's not. If I don't deal with you, that means I'm not gonna pay you homage, right? And if I pay you homage, that means I'm not with you. In some type of form or fashion. If it ain't nothing but to give you respect. And that's what we're missing here on YouTube. We have
respect.
We have no respect. And that's why it's so much cop blocking going on. That's why it's so much animosity for each other. That's why it's so much running to the courthouse.
Disdain.
And all that other bullshit going on. Because there's no respect.
Yeah.
You talking about people's children, you dogging their mothers and fathers out. It just ain't no respect, man. You talking about people's health. You know, what's a health read anyway?
Right.
What else is that from? Who knows? And why is somebody dead mama picture stapled to a thumbnail? Why is somebody's ovaries and ovulation skills and different factors with their vagina being posted all around YouTube rather they can have a child or not? Like, business isn't. If I snatch off my wig at night and I'm bald head and I happen to have a camera clip, you know what I'm saying? Whose job is that to put that on YouTube? Who's been appointed that? Because I'm wondering, y'all got to know.
Right. What's
going on? Well, it ain't no goddamn you know. It ain't no answer to it unless somebody got
No. And this is where me and you.
Behind the scenes, you know, they don't have to get all this content.
But hold on, sis. This is, you know, where me and you get into to you know what I'm saying? Debating back and forth, and eventually sometimes it do end up in a passionate argument, but we always meet back up in the middle. There is a psychological community that has been built in regards to these individual sectors, and they have unconsciously and forward consciously came up with their own definition of what their rules are defined as. All right, so if you come for me, and I had to accept that. J Don said it the other day, and shout out to J Don. She said it. She said, you can't tell someone how to fight. And I heard it over and over and over and over. And I'm like, no, you can't. But then you have to go to the Constitution and freedom of speech.
All right.
Where you can't tell someone how to fight. But my thing, this is my objective in regards to that. When it comes to freedom of speech is not so free. I can't come on here and talk.
Why would you say that?
Well, I can't come on here and dog walk the LGBTQIA community back to back to back, video after video after video after video. They're considered.
You be able to dog walk anybody.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying how the program is picked up and who has the protection for the complexion or the sexation.
You're proving how freedom of speech isn't free. But what I'm stating is you shouldn't be able to dog walk anyone.
No, you shouldn't. But because it's the beef sector.
That's the thing.
It's the black sector. It's the black news sector.
We need censorship. Amongst these others. Why should I be able to get up here and dog walk the LGBT? Why should I?
Well, what is the definition of dog walking?
It doesn't matter. If I ain't literally got a dog on the leash, it ain't what it's the problem. It ain't what it's used. The problem, it ain't used properly anyway. You know what I mean? What does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Now,
no, I agree.
when I come out with something, it should be well thought out and well rehearsed. And if I have something to say about somebody, I'm putting it out there. It's the truth of of how I feel. You know what I'm saying? My perception. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make it right. And I should think twice about putting something out that one day is going to cause me to look bad or cause my children to look back on and have some kind of issue with.
But it's the beef sector.
It doesn't matter. We have to.
No, it does, because those rules don't apply.
So standard rules don't apply.
No, there's no rules. There's no rules. There's no regulations. It's the community within itself that makes the decision to decipher what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Excuse me.
I don't want the standard rules that really did apply at one point.
We cannot say. Now this is where me and you have grievances. Because me and you think the same in this regards. But once the community allowed for it to be okay, and then some people might chop my head off of that it's okay to say, and this is no disrespect to J Don, because I agree with her now. I really do. And thumbs up this video where she said you can't tell someone how to fight, because this is how this community was built. It was built on negativity, right? Because reading, roasting, and gagging is not what's going on here. It is some really great, intelligent Hold on. There's some really great, intelligent conversations that do go down, but they get lost in the sauce when, I don't know, there's been so much diabolical.
There is no standards here.
No, there's no rules. And I've even said this to, but that's just my opinion.
Ourselves.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, once you get to the, sis, once you get at the front of the line and you have to pay the cashier, or once it's time to board the plane, it's all on. It's the truth. You can't tell somebody how to fight.
So this is basically what you're telling me. This is going to be every man for themselves.
Yes.
New year.
No. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. From me listening and stuff, like, it hit me, and Jadon, don't drag me for this, but I respect her for saying that. I heard it several times. I heard it from Kwani. I've heard it from my sister Shelly. I've heard it from Pizarro. I've heard it from Tracy. I've heard it from Jay Wilson. I've heard it from, you can't, so many others. You can't tell someone how to fight. All right? So then you have a content creator that's like me, that has affiliation with the beef sector. The beef sector has power. And that's the part that frustrates me, because what they don't know, what I've been trying to convey to them, they've been waiting to take them out. Now I'm talking about the higher ups. They utilize the things and we're just rats to them. They sit back and they they fraggle us. They study us. When I went down to California years ago, they sit back and they study. And that's the part that hurts me. It might doesn't hurt anybody else. I don't have no control how anybody else feels, because when I first came on YouTube, there was debates, there was, roast, there was the mama jokes and stuff. But there was a line in regards to black folks where we didn't play with handicaps. We didn't play with handicaps, disabilities, the dead, and especially children. So if we didn't got to the point that if we can justify the rape of another individual, human life, regardless of what they look like, what we think they smell like, because these are all perception and observation. And a lot of times these are reflections unconsciously that we see within our own self, or a family member, or a strike that we've seen in our lives in some way, shape, or form. And these are the things that drive me insane, because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest. And Tara, you know that. Is a lot of these people on here I genuinely really love and I care about. And I see the talent in them, and I see how beautiful that they can be. You can still roast and gag. You can take control, like they can have power. They can be getting bags on top of bags, right? But to try to snatch a bitch esophagus out and to suppress, right? Everybody's using each other in a form, to me, as, oh Lord, here it comes, as a pawn. Some subconsciously, some unconsciously. And it all breaks down to me as numbers. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you speak. When I went to the casino and I gambled, right? Now, after you played a certain amount of money, there's rules when you go and gamble, bit. There's rules. There's rules to this shit. So when I would go in there, right, the law would give you an hour depending on how much money you played. So say, for instance, I invested $1,000 in the machine, depending on who was on the floor, but the law would give you an hour. Now, hold that thought. Okay. Where you go to the First Amendment, the freedom of speech is not so free. With all these, right, with all these protections. I wouldn't have went for this orderly conduct my first time on. Right, right. With all these protections, my sister. Now, I've been looking at this, right? Or whatever, and studying it. But all you doctors out there. Yeah. Well, let the doctors do what the doctors gonna do. May they dox away. No, I'm just letting them know they ain't got no reason to doctor. I just gave you my record right now. Oh, well, shit, girl, shit. Maybe they want a crip walk on it. I don't know what the fuck, but let them do it, because knowledge is power. And if they do that, then they will suffer the repercussions, therefore, for their actions. I just know they love me. Y'all don't care enough to look into my life to see just what's going on. Well, I mean, and that's where you come up. I've been saying for a long time, where stalking equals harassment, period, point blank, end of story. Because I'm in regards to an electronic device, right? Freedom of speech is not free the way that we think they are. Everybody hated Donald Trump. They hated him. But all the shit that motherfuckers, hold on, sis. Now, me and her back and forth about this, but me and her ended up on the same playing field. When they took Donald Trump's Twitter. Sorry, I'm getting something on the car. It's all right. When they took Donald Trump's Twitter, what makes they think they're not going to come for y'all? January 5th. January, write that down. Maybe y'all got the email. Y'all don't read shit anyway. No shade to anybody. You know who it is. Whatever. This ain't directed to anybody directly, but it's directed at you. Read. At least read some, huh? No, read it all, bitch, because it's there. Get them out of sis. Get them out of here. Get them out. Block them. And y'all watch out for these people that are coming over here with the they are a sexual and adult site.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, report, and then get them out. Report them. They're spam. All right. So anyway, well, at least somebody listening. How you doing? See, and this is the stuff that I've been trying to tell y'all about. They all over here. They from different countries.
Yeah, so I ain't see them come in. I'm still something out my car.
Well, you got rid of them, so you seen some.
Yeah, I got them after a while.
No, you got them.
But anyway, back to what we were saying.
And then they using black names.
Girl, we don't worry about them trolls. They trolls.
These are trolls that can get your channel shut down. That's why they're going through the African American sector, the black sector, and as well as the beef sector, and as well. These are things because I take the risk for my people, even if they don't consider me as their people, right? And I looked them up, and it's shit. If they found in your shit over and over, you're gonna get hit for spam and deceptive practices. But anyway, sis, go ahead because don't nobody listen to me.
They listen.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so anyway, y'all, we're so sorry for that. That.
Oh, I know who you tech motherfuckers are. I had already reported them to the FBI.
What was it? Just a porn bomber?
No, they're just as bad as a porn bomber. They're just coming through and they're leaving a couple of letters. They've been in I've seen them all over I've seen them all over, put it that way. In Timothy Blaine's, my chat, Dovey, I've seen them over in Sister Shelley's. They're trying to spam and stuff like that so they can take us out on January 5th. And they're going to come and hit you and hit your channel with spam and deceptive practices. The people been warned. Let's go ahead and move on.
Well, you guys, I hope y'all took something from that, but we're sorry for that tired behind interruption. But we're back on topic. But the point of it all is we're talking about cock blocking, and we basically I came to the conclusion, hey, if we're gonna cock block, let's do it fairly. My sister might have a different opinion on it.
Stop it.
As we were talking about different things, her opinions might be the same as it was before, and then again, they might change. But at the end of the day, I just feel if we're gonna go into a cock blocking act,
we're not over here, sis. No, cock blocking. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying us. But however, we are in the beef sector.
No, we're not. That's where me and her get into it. No, I am not. I am Uncle Timothy Blaine's moderator. I was here first. I am not a beefer. Period, point blank. But sis, you affiliate. Yes, I have a very strong affiliation. But I was dragged into shit that I did not. I'm from people and blogs. Period, point blank in the story. And this is where me and her clash.
If I have to have words with somebody, I'm going to have words with them, but I'm going to do it politely. I'm not that type of person. Y'all going to see me running around here chopping people's head off just for nothing or cursing nobody out. No.
Hold on.
If you come to me and you say something to me,
what is
we can't agree on it, and we can agree on it, we're going to agree on it, but if we can't, we're going to keep that moving as well. But it's going to be a functional movement. I move how you move, just like that.
Well, sis.
So, me personally, I don't see myself as being a cock blocker. I'm not going behind the scenes saying anything about nobody that definitely I wouldn't be able to say to their face. And then on top of that, the only person I do talk to is Nicole Reloaded. So at the end of the day, whatever is being said, that's sister to sister. So
You know, when you talk to me, you talking to your sister Nicole Harris.
Pretty much. You know what I mean?
The
because
fuck?
it's off of the YouTube.
And yeah, she know, and yeah, she
day,
know my daddy, and she got the same protections. Fuck with it if you want to. Moving right along. Shout out to Miss Olivia, the Oracle. Okay, I love when she said moving right along. I love when she says that.
But yeah, there's it's no pressure on my head because I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna ever say nothing out my ass that I ain't said out my mouth. If it come out my ass, that's because it's formulated in the brain first and it came out the mouth.
Lord, and it went down the throat into the esophagus, and then we need to figure out if you got a gallbladder issues, child.
Somebody knocking at my door, girl. Hold on.
Put it on mute, boo.
I am.
Yeah. So I don't know. We just on here, like I said, talking about you know what I'm saying, cop blocking and our definitions and stuff. The end of the year is here. It's not near. It's here, right? Let me take my sis off of speaker. And I know that I'm a person that is a octagon trying to fit in a triangle, right? And I can accept who I am. There are so many things. And it's because I do have emotional attachments. I really do. And I want to tell content creators, future content creators, if by the grace of God, you are able to hear this, stay focused. Stay focused on your content. Stay balanced. Because when you love someone and you care about them, you care about their opinion. You care if something you say will affect them. Now, as for me, honey, I've been through the hills, the valleys of YouTube. And I don't want to be the one saying, oh, I'm leaving, I'm leaving, I'm leaving, I'm leaving. But I am thinking about, because I got to reset myself. I'm not feeling it. I'm really not. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not happy. I don't have the desire. Content, I got so much content in my spirit. I got content in my pinky toe. I know how to build channels. I know how to assist people in regards to that. But I never really took the time to focus on myself. Why I'm getting attacked by a fly? Hold on. I'm getting my ass whooped by a fly, y'all. Ain't nobody got time for me and you gonna fight, punk ass fly. Hold on. Let me just play some sound. Shout out to Sound Bites for Pizarro. People gotta stop hating and let people just grow.
You need somebody in your life who can point their finger in your face and say you're wrong.
Wait, sis, why this ain't playing like this?
You need to have people who agree with every sin you commit and all the problems in your life.
Let me give them a sound bite.
James 5:16.
Girl, because I gotta fight this fly.
Dirt road and I'm fishtailing my truck all over the road and rolled my truck. up onto a barbed wire fence. Thank God that thing held and it kept us safe. We got out of it. We pulled the truck back down. I drove home. My dad was out of town. My mom was there. This was before cell phones where you just had to hope your kids were okay. I drove home. I came in. I was muddy. I was dirty. Mom said, what happened? I said, I had a wreck. She goes, oh, are you okay? I said, I'm here. I'm fine, Mama. I said, the truck's messed up. She said, I don't even care about the truck. I'm just glad my baby's okay. She said, what happened? I told her, I said, I was on the way to the rodeo. I hit some gravel. Lost control of the truck. It's a miracle, like angels just picked it up. And Mama said, I'm just glad my baby's okay. She called my dad. My dad said, what happened? Is he okay? She said, it's okay, what happened? He said, he hit some gravel on the way to the rodeo. He said, put him on the phone. Oh, yes, sir. I'm okay, Dad. I'm a little bruised and beat up, but the Lord is good. My dad said, now tell me what happened. I said, I was on the way to the rodeo. I hit a little gravel. Dad said, there ain't no gravel on the way to the rodeo. I was like, it's right there where you get off of the interstate, you get off of the exit, there's some right there on the, there's some gravel there on the, he said, so you were on a gravel road. He's a man of God, Now I got to decide. My dad was a pastor. I'm like, yes, sir. We were on a gravel road. He said, there's no gravel road on the way to the rodeo. Did it get rained out? And I was like, yes, it did. It did. We were on the road. He said, how fast are you going? I said, about 25. He said, about 55. I was like, I know you're a pastor, but art thou also a prophet? Yes, I was doing 55. He said, you were fishtailing the truck. You're playing around, weren't you? I said, yes, sir, I was. He said, you rolled the truck, didn't you? I said, yes, sir, I did. But Daddy, it was a miracle. God provided a barbed wire fence that saved my life. My dad said, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad the Lord provided. But if I was there, you'd need the Lord to protect you right now because you've been lying. Boy, you ain't going to drive that truck for a long time. I was grounded forever. I just got ungrounded. That's why I'm back this weekend. I just got ungrounded. You need somebody in your life who can point their finger in your face and say you're wrong and you need to correct that. You don't just need to have people who agree with every sin you commit and all the problems in your life. This is why we have groups. James 5:16 says, therefore confess your sins to each other. Some of us just confess to God and he's going, I forgive you, but you need accountability. Pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous man is powerful and effective. Pain can lead to restoration if we give it to God. We usually have pain in one of 4 areas. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about 3 of them kind of quick, but one in the middle. The second one, I'm going to take a little time on, and I think it'll help you. The first one is unfulfilled expectations. We have challenges in our life because of unfulfilled expectations. We expected somebody to do something they didn't do. Many of us expected God to do something that he actually never promised to do. The Lord will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He'll never put on you anything more than you can bear. How many of us have heard that before? That's wrong. It's scripturally out of context. The Bible does not say the Lord will put on you anything more than you can bear. He won't put on you anything more than you can bear. If you're going through it, God's going to equip you to carry it. No, sometimes you're going to die, like physically dead. Paul wrote over half the New Testament and died. Right. They cut his head off. That was more than he could bear.
Right.
So why do we believe this wrong stuff? Because he gives us warm fuzzies and then makes us feel good. It's a little motivational gospel. It's a little caffeinated Christianity. And God doesn't want caffeinated Christianity. He wants the real gospel in your life. You're going to go through hard times.
We're going to stop it right there. What he said, he don't want, They do to Paul. They cut his head off. But anyway, we're back. Shout out to Tara Info for You. Y'all make sure y'all go to subscribe to my sister. I'm going to be reprogramming some things. I need y'all to subscribe to her because I want her to create content. But that's my desire.
But just know if I do create content, y'all, it's not going to be the content that y'all are used to in the one. I'm a little bit comfy and I'm a rock and roll. And then number 2, hey, I'm going to give you all of me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like Anita Baker. I'm gonna give you what I got. You know what I mean? The best that I got.
The best that I got.
Y'all come over there now. Hey, you know.
Now you're here.
It'll be nice having company. That's all I can say.
Girl, as soon as you go live, the people gonna be running over there to see what it do, baby.
I don't blame them because I'm interesting.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. I'm very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, you guys, I just feel like, at the end of the day, just to recap on what we were saying.
Cop blocking.
A lot of times, people look at the cop blocking thing as if it's just a numbers game, but it's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you see these people mimicking what you're doing, and they're trying to form some sort of alliance or however, those little things, however that might go. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's cop blocking, whether you know it or not. It may not seem to be because it's a subtle form of cop blocking. However, it's cop blocking. And when your chat is affected by it, or your YouTube ships are affected by it, then all of a sudden you wake up to notice it, and then we see videos going up left to right, left to right. But that wouldn't occur if we had some sort of common ground and a standard that we all go by. And that's why I said, even using the form of this what they call it, no something kid thing.
Oh, where they say no dragging kids, girl, they didn't came out with something that they don't even believe in.
See, look, I mentioned it before, and it just went straight.
I would just say that everything ain't content, and anything ain't anything can be content. I mean, damn. I'm gonna say something about, like, in regards to Fi Babe, how she handled. How Fi Babe handled pictures of her house, and how she came on and she dusted. She didn't show any reflection, nothing. She just was like, whatever, shit. You see my house dirty, bitch? I have a maid. She just didn't make it on time. I can respect that. These are the things that I don't consider as, for me, it just depends on the timing and stuff like that. And I get it, because there's a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me say this, because this is where I think this is my disdain for the beef sector. All right, I'm talking about the behavior, not the people. The behavior, not the people. When we sitting back roasting and dragging and gagging, which, okay, now roasting, from what I know, okay, when you roast somebody, you supposed to actually give them advice within that roast. There's only a few people that I really know that do that, okay, to where they give it to where it's received. Number one, to me personally, is Sean Bradley, Timothy Blaine, Spill It Boy, and the greatest at it to me is Funky Dineva.
Right.
Now you should not be with but that's how I was taught what roasting is. Gagging is different. It's not about that, right? Gagging is different.
What's the gag?
Okay, hold on. Now, roasting is that you're supposed to be willing, okay? You're supposed to, basically, you want the person to change their ways. Well, that's what the definition is to me.
A roast is something that's agreed upon, and it's not something that pops up as a surprise.
Right. No, it's not a surprise. They probably heard about it here and there. Like, girl, you don't look cute in fuchsia, right? Right. It's correction, but it's aggressive, non-aggressive. It's aggressive, but non-invasive. But depending on how you feel or whatever. All I know is when people used to roast or whatever, because I used to be one of the best roasters over at the school that I went to. We would go back and forth, Tara, when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? And you would win based on who's the best statement. But then shit got out of control. And it wasn't called gagging back then. It was called, you done talked about my mama, and I'm going to stump your teeth out your motherfucking mouth. It was called, you talk about my handicapped sister, I'm going to make your eyeballs pop out your head. And I watched women be beat, abused. Men, I seen a girl face crack, like where I never seen a jaw wired. That girl jaw had to be wired for years. I'm not talking, right? Mind you, I was adopted. My father was in the military, sis. I'm not trying to make any justifications or justify. I'm just saying this is what I seen. And they used to force us to like go back and forth to battle and roast. It wasn't no gagging then. It didn't get to gagging. Gagging to me is the definition of you say something to the person to where you break them to where they cannot come back to you.
Right, a gag is something that's gonna make a person say, "Ooh," you know how you be in a battle rap and a nigga say, "Ooh."
Right, but that's not what it is. Gagging, roasting has been on the thing for a long time. They even have a roast for the president. That's the way to tell the president, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what Congress is doing. This is something that is a part of the fabric of the United States. The beef sector is not roasting. They're not following by the rules. You don't, yes, it's going to hurt you. Okay, Nicole, you know your edges don't lay down. You're not, my mama would say just the same thing as Funky Dineva, I believe he said his grandmother and mother would say, you don't be willing to knock a person down if you're not willing to lift them up, in so many words. I'm just speaking hypothetically in a sense, because that's not his exact words. Words are very, very powerful. That's how gangs started. If you said this word, if you wore this color.
So basically it says roasting to you and gagging to you.
No, separate gagging, sis. Separate gagging for now.
When you just combine that shit, it sounds like, honestly, a roast is just to give you the fever. The gag is to make you sick.
No. No. Okay. Gagging back then, I never heard of gagging actually until coming across Kaya. Okay? But roasting had rules. It was all across the United States. You could have a mama joke, but you didn't, and you could even have a handicap joke. You can even have that. But there was people that watched. I've been in roasting things at the school that I went in, right? And they forced me like to say shit that I didn't want to say. That's where I came up with this saying called, and people probably ain't gonna believe this, which was called Yo Daddy. Because I got in trouble for saying yo mama, a yo mama joke. There was standards, even though I'm not saying the shit is right, but there was that's a part in the fabric. It just didn't happen at schools or high school or elementary or whatever. Our Congress, our president has a roast every year.
I know.
So we can't act like that's not a part of the First Amendment, okay? But it's to get you in front of all these people and let you know in a funny way, you done fucked up. Me and my mother and father would get together, and my kids, I have to figure out something. My kids be roasting but I roast back. But to hurt them, you know what is a violation. You know that, sis, when you get in the ring. It's just like, we're not talking about hardcore rap and spitting shit. And part of the things, even with hardcore rap, depending if you were from Northtown, the west side of Las Vegas, if you was from Hendron, there was a genuine rule that everybody knew. You don't talk about brother Bebe that just got murdered and you use that as a read. If you did, you would get your ass beat by everybody in the crowd.
Why not?
Well, because you can't. You weak. That was a representation of weakness. That means that you can't find anything in your mental to say. Okay?
Well, I thought there were no rules to the rope.
No, yes, there was. There's a standard. Yes, there was rules.
So is it rules to gagging?
Well, that's something that's new.
One of them can't have somebody.
Gagging and roasting are two different things. Gagging is saying, I'm going to say something to you so bad that you're going to shut the fuck up. That ain't got nothing to do with I'm going to give you a hand. I'm going to check you and roast you and give you a hand up. No, that means I want you to stop breathing. In a sense to where I gag you so, because there's different, there's different depending on what side of the coast you on. Okay? And gagging comes from the LGBTQIA community. That means I'm going to, basically gagging means you're going to shut the fuck up.
Right. I'm going to say something that's going to close your mouth.
But that's not roasting. And then roasting, then you have roasting, right? And then roasting and reading are kind of together a little bit. But when you read a motherfucker, that's the part where you supposed to, where it's mixture of roasting, gagging, and dragging, but you lift them up. I'm not going to be like, you know what I'm saying, girl, you so bald, you know what I'm saying, you so bald-headed, you know, your French braids look like needles. Then if you say that, though, you supposed to throw in and say, well, but you know my auntie braid hair all the way on the second, but I know your daddy know that. And everybody going to be like, ooh. Because that's going to mean that your daddy fucking the hair lady. Like it's supposed. Come on now. You don't have to say your daddy, you know, your daddy ain't shit. When it gets to all that shit, your daddy ain't shit and all this other stuff, then that means you're supposed to be able to rap, right? That means you're supposed to be able to speed talk and turn that shit into a song where the beat don't rip your heart apart. Why do you think the West Coast, why do you think the West Coast and Tupac and Big Papa got into it as bad as they did? The Blood and the Crips, and God rest his soul, Big Papa thought he could come down here, down to California.
Let me strike a light because we got a fire conversation. Even though ain't nobody but 2003 listeners.
Yeah, we got 5,790 people listening, but go ahead.
This conversation is blazing.
Am I wrong, sis?
No. You right. But see, that's the thing though, sis. That's the thing. When you don't have a dimension of what you're going into, you just go into it willy-nilly. And that's what the sector did with roasting and gang. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it became.
They came in here talking shit.
Down to a form of manipulation and cop blocking, and as well as gaslighting and all the rest of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it didn't got a whole.
The oracles acting like as if she made up the word gaslighting because I brought that literally to the sector.
Girl, gaslighting has been here. I've done story times and stuff like that. No.
Okay.
And regardless of wherever it came from, the definition of gaslighting, we were not unaware of the definition. I came on here looking for my family. I battled. When I came on here, I just left. I left. I just didn't realize what I was doing. This was before I met you. Probably even before Olivia the Oracle came on. She's brought a lot of knowledge. A lot of the people over here don't have the not like of sociology, psychology, therapy, you know what I'm saying, counseling and stuff like, you know, like that. And that's no shade or disrespect to anybody, but there's a lot of shit that goes on here in regards to where I think that people need to put trigger warnings, which YouTube will tell you that in your title and description box, because you're going to fall under deceptive and spam practicing. Channels are coming down. You've been warned for like 3 years that this shit was going on.
I just gave a great example of cop blocking.
Let me shut up, sis. You know I get emotional about the years on.
I just gave a great example of cop blocking, and some of you guys may have missed it, but I'm going to repeat it. Once again, I don't know why Olivia the Oracle is saying that she worked, like, not saying, but acting as if, by using the word over and over and over and over and over and over again, gaslighting, as if she was the one that simplified it and brought it to the sector, when that wasn't the case.
I didn't know that you felt like that.
I was the one who first mentioned that in the sector. However, I mentioned it on a Nicole Reloaded platform, or in a conversation that me and her was having, and through my sister, Nicole Reloaded was the way it became a greater word. However, the conversation that the gaslighting was really occurring about was one that we were having about Nature Boy. When I first came up with this word to bring it to them. So at the end of the damn day, I appreciate everybody for using it. I thank you guys for using it. I thank you guys for actually taking your time to understand what it means, because it is definitely a word that can be useful in this sector, have been useful in this sector, and always will be useful in this sector. So I thank you, Nicole Reloaded, for bringing it to your platform.
Well, sis, gaslighting.
To bring it to you, so
well, that's the reason why Tara called me out, and a lot of people don't know how me and Tara.
Was I manipulating this conversation, and was I?
No. We're just having.
What's this? I'm just asking for people. You know, this is just a Q&A real quick. What did I just do? Was I manipulating, cock blocking, or gaslighting?
No.
Cause y'all know how I talk.
You're speaking from your experience.
No, cause y'all know how I talk in my dopey voice.
Let me just say this. How I met Tara, I met Tara in VS's chat.
Oh God.
We're not gonna forget the true tea. Okay. Are you okay with me going? I mean, because that's the truth.
And why did we meet over there? Did we meet over there because it was a bunch of?
No, we was over there listening to Yeah, we was over there listening. No, it wasn't none of that. We was over there listening to music, and we were virtually, I was virtually serving drinks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? VS was cool. Me and her didn't have no problem. Never had. And yeah. And VS was like, she said she was tired. She said that she was tired.
Just a quick history of YouTube, you guys. Just take y'all back.
VS was tired and was like, and they was asking who will go live next, or whatever. And I hadn't been live, and God's telling how long, like years. And It was just the chat was like, no, go live. Will you go live? And I'm like, damn, can I? And I ended up going live and shit. Yeah, I think VS even came over. I don't even know what even happened to that. And I was sitting in the backyard, and that's how me and Tara and K Love and we became very close, and we've been friends and sisters ever since.
Y'all, I think Nicole is trying to detract from my poll question, but you guys.
What's your poll question then? No, I didn't see. See, you always gotta talk shit.
I'm just saying.
What did I do?
Retract from my damn poll question, but it's
What's
okay.
your poll question?
The poll question got there that was formulated 5 minutes ago. When I said, I manipulate gaslighting or manipulate.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. No, you did not manipulate me. No, girl.
When I just said about Olivia the Oracle.
No, you telling the truth.
The first question was, did I gaslight that, manipulate that, or copy?
No, the answer is no. For me, it's no. But what I'm trying to say is I'm giving context to it. This is how me and you met.
Actually, the answer was C, you guys.
That how you called me out on my own shit.
You blocked her.
No, Tara came in with the Holy Ghost, but I thought she was cop blocking me. I was trying to act strong for like 5 minutes. And Tara broke me. No, you broke me down to my knees. You did. Like literally, you broke me down. And you was like, yeah, you know, you happy and all this happy shit. You didn't say it like that, but that's how it sounded to me. And you was like, I know something, you dealing with something. And it's not just a something. I know you remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember where I was standing, where I was standing. And I was like, huh? As Sean say, huh? I love when he does. When Sean does, huh?
It's like you go through a phase where a lot of truth be revealed to you.
And you was like, you basically called me out on even though you doing all that smiling and all this other stuff, and that's not bad, but I can feel that there's something heavy on your spirit. Real heavy. And I told her that, my mother was dying. So, yeah, true tea.
Yep, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was a different form of cop blocking. You see what I'm saying?
No, you weren't cop blocking.
People may look at it like, okay, it could have been a form of manipulation too, because I said that you were going through something at that time, and maybe I was trying to win you over because of conflict.
No.
But that wasn't even the case. What it was just me and Nicole didn't even know each other from Adam House Cat. I think it was like our first or second time even talking. It was really no reason for me to even say, hey, if I wanted to be her friend or be in her chat. I didn't even, at the time, she didn't even chat.
Uh-oh. We going there.
So it was no reason for me to try to manipulate a situation to try to be her friend.
No, nobody knew about that, girl. That's not what it was.
Public
perception.
Public perception can mean everything. And I just want to clarify it for the listeners that, at the end of the day, that wasn't the case because I didn't know her in that manner and she wasn't going live at the time. Right, Nicole?
No, I hadn't been live in years, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we never talked in our life before that.
Never have talked.
Yeah. Right, we just had been on VS's
or
whatever. And it started off from that point.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I just felt in my spirit because, like I said, sometimes when you're going through something yourself, you're ridding yourself from a lot of things, and a lot of things are being revealed to you. So in that point in time, things were being revealed to me. And that was the justification of me even going into telling Nicole anything because I didn't know her from Adam House yet, and I could have been totally wrong. but it was something that the Father put on my heart to say. So that's something that she's trying to basically let everybody know. You know, I know in this conversation as well, to show you guys that real things can happen on YouTube, and great communication, great relationships can start from it, because we've been friends for 4 years now.
It's actually been longer than that, but
yeah, right. It was before the B-sex, and the B-sex have been about 4 years.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I got a picture that came in, whatever. It's been longer than that, girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me see who's at my door, too.
Yeah. And she had called me out, too. She did. And she prayed with me, too. Yep, I'll never forget that. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. She sure did. Yeah. Yeah, she called out the fact that you know, trying to be there for people. She didn't know me from Adam or Eve. She just said she felt my energy, and the Father told her to share something with me. She said I was carrying something very heavy on my spirit, which I was, and you know, my mother had another stroke, and yeah, it was bad. You know, and I was sitting around, you know, acting like.
Sometimes the Father put people in places for time, point, reasons. I'm not sitting here saying, okay, me and Nicole gonna always and forever be friends. We gonna die old fucking women friends, you know.
Girl, I rebuke. Hold on, I rebuke that in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
No, but we gotta be logical and deal with what we're dealing with. And at the end of the day, we are friends now. And that's what's valuable to me, and I know to her as well, and not only to us, her children as well. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have formulated a relationship with not only her, but her father and her kids and everything. So at the end of the day, this is kind of like my real family now.
Girl, what you mean like a real family? See, this is where we be ready to fight.
Yeah, you know,
girl, my daddy love you, child.
Know that because they look at friendships from YouTube and think, okay, well, you know, it's a one time deal and things, you know, wash away like ships in, you know, people just pass like ships in the night.
Yeah.
But that's not always true. And I'm not sitting here to say, okay, we're going to be forever friends and die, you know, as old women on the porch like Pearl them.
Girl, we going to be on the porch, bitch. Well, with husbands and stuff. Girl, you see, this is where I be want to fight her, because she just need to shut the fuck up.
So it's valuable to have a friend that you can relate to on and off YouTube about real deal stuff.
Whatever. I love Tara so much. If something happened to me, I would want her to take care of my Cheyenne.
Oh, yeah, my boo bang.
So.
Yeah, listen, Button know what's up. Button be on the phone talking cash crap to me. She be like, listen.
Don't be roasting, baby girl. Well, shit. You
and my mama gonna buy me stuff. Christmas coming up. My birthday just came. I get good grades. Listen, y'all better do something. I'm trying to get to college.
Ain't that the truth?
You know what I'm saying? I need to be letting have, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for Tara, though, I would have deleted my channel a long time ago.
Aw.
I've told her that, though. Like, it's frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah. And then when people think that
my mama know Nicole and kids. My sister, she love Nicole and the kids. Everybody love Nicole and kids. My cousins know Nicole and kids. Everybody know her now. That's funny if you do sometimes. I just think about stuff like this.
I think that people think that you can't build or establish a relationship on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'm up, though. I'm alright. Yeah.
So.
You got your phone? it's 8 hours.
Put yourself on mute, sis, so they can hear your business. And it took my sound.
That's why Paul was able to say, for me to live is Christ, to die is gain, because no matter what you do to me, I'm not living for here, I'm living for beyond this life. That's true enlightenment. I'm enlightened to a point because of Jesus, and I know that I'll never be perfect enough. It's talking about temptation. It says he will never allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able to bear, but he will provide a way of escape. That's about temptation, not about life. Life is hard. Turn to your neighbor and say, life is hard.
Life is
You're
hard.
dismissed. Have a great weekend. I wish we would teach our children that life is going to be hard. I love it. I don't give my kids an allowance. You're looking at me like, some of the dads are like, see? What you want me to teach them is somehow just magically people are going to deliver money to you every week? Oh, here's your allowance. No, I'll allow you to live in my house. That's your allowance.
Yeah.
I allow you to sleep in the bed. You keep back talking. I allow you to sleep on the floor, and I'll take your bed. I allow you to turn the lights on and have electricity. Merry Christmas.
Amen. I'm just saying.
So now, talking about, here's the participation trophy. I'll take that participation trophy. I'll put it around the ground. You didn't win that. Everybody participated. You gotta, if you want a trophy, you gotta win something. Some of us coddle our children, and we're lawnmower parents. We mow everything out of the way, and whenever they actually get to college and actually get to life, it punches them in the face, and they don't even know how to do anything because we didn't teach them that, hey, you gotta stand up. Life is hard. It's not gonna be easy, but God is good, and He's gonna.
And He telling the truth.
Yep. Yeah. But the way he made it sound, it put me in the mind of the government.
Oh, Lord.
Ain't that how the government treat us? You don't pay these taxes. You don't pay mortgage. You don't pay that light bill.
Well, shit, you ain't got no choice but to pay the taxes, the light bill, water bill, and gas bill. Ain't no way around that. That's mandatory.
That's why the government out there. And people running around here worried about somebody on Social Security and getting our health reads. Y'all don't sit y'all tired ass down and get up and go to work one.
Child.
Y'all be funny as hell to me. I cannot. That's why I say if I ever had a channel, baby, believe me. Believe me.
Child. I've been waiting for you to do it for you.
If y'all think Pizarro stuff, y'all ain't had a taste.
Oh, honey, Tara will take over.
Gobi and Pizarro, y'all. Y'all want some of that? Y'all want some of that? Y'all ready for that?
And then the thing is, she'll have me behind her that will program everything that she needs, because she ain't gonna hold her tongue the way I do. Tara gonna call me talking about, I realize why things going on, because you gotta, because you saved. No, you did say that. You was like, no, you said, sis, because you saved, you can't say all of that. You with that Christian doctrine. So, but I can say all this.
I love y'all. Not love y'all.
Yeah, real true tea. Game recognized game, girl. I mean, it is what it is.
Full version of BiPolar Live. Welcome.
Well, this is Hard Head Reloaded, because since I'm not, shout out to my cousin Janice, because, she like, I'm not saying I don't say how I feel. It's just because, like, I know about the YouTube rules and stuff and how I've been heckled in regards to behind the scenes and stuff like that and testing stuff. And it be hard sometimes when I get hit. So, trying to find a balance and, balancing that.
Right.
But I know behind the scenes, I'm a bad bitch. I mean, that's
one thing about it. We can't walk around as if we're brick walls. We do have emotions.
Nobody wants to walk around like Rick Ross, honey. His titties are bigger than that.
So to get a hit, that will hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you got money invested into stock and they knock your ass down, bitch, that shit hurt. I don't give. Let
And
me stop cursing.
That's how people don't look at their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They should though.
Well,
Even if you buy a microphone, you're investing money into stock.
girl, I spent how much did I spend? $2,500. That's not including the time that
One second, go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? That's not including the time that I spent on other things.
Because it ain't no more candy for the go.
So, but I mean, shit, girl. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And how I function and stuff like that, I have to be stimulated. Like, I'm really an original vlogger. So, and to put things together the way that they need to be is just
always
so
real. I hear that, brother. Now,
you know.
always real. I hear that, brother.
You know. I mean, if I was a beefer child, I could blow my shit up. But I won't be bound and sounded by the devil's works. I won't. For me personally. You want to be a beefer? Beef your heart out. I ain't hating. I actually like how Beef in 313, how he expresses himself. I like that. I think that he's positive and then he's funny too at the same time. I think that he's funny. And it's good to have a male point of view. Always good to have a male point of view. Because as soon as I like somebody, then they end up fighting. I'm like, damn, well, shit. If I comment or something just saying I like the person, not the commentary that they're dragging, then it gets wrapped up in a pretty bow, that is behind the scenes that I'm some diabolical individual. But I never really believed into, the behind the scenes because don't nobody work at CNN, Fox News, or anything like that. I mean, if somebody calls me to me, it's like, we on the phone. Like, what's up? That's really truly how I feel. But I'm starting to learn, well, not learn, except that it really is truly behind the scenes. Two people, they feel that way and ain't nothing I can do about that. That's what they feel, that is behind the scenes. I'm like, child, to me, I really don't look at it like that. Like, is there a check? Like, am I going to get producer or executive credits? No, bitch, I am not. So I'm not behind no fucking scenes. You call me on the phone or whatever. That's just how I look at it.
Oh, but girl. Wait. Speaking of the whole behind the scenes,
there is no behind the fucking scenes to me.
No. What's up with this new thing with the back chat? What's
Girl, that ain't nothing new.
We get out live talking rah, and then all of a sudden hey, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to continue to talk to me? I'm gonna drop the link and we all gonna go on the back chat. What?
Girl, shut up. No, because now it's gonna seem like you throwing shade.
Y'all talking about me up here, up in front of everybody with enough. Now y'all got to go back there and talk about me some more. I was just here to listen to the back chat though.
You really don't. You really don't know what that is, or you just fucking with me?
I know what it is. I just want to know why it even exists. What's the purpose? You just sat here 12 hours and talked about.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Shit. I look at it like this in a form. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, Tara, shut up. Damn.
You gonna go back there and stone me to death?
Basically.
You just hung me up here. How many times can you kill the body?
Wait, say that again.
How many times can you kill the body?
Can you please express what the definition of that? Can you express to the people that don't understand what that means, please?
Oh, y'all forgot. I told y'all I'm a little dopey and a little, bizarro. But anyway, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you get up here on live and you hold a whole 8-hour discussion about me, telling people, your perception, getting there, blah blah blah, you done took me to the gamut. You know what I mean? My head is on the guillotine. But now, since you done dropped the blade on me and cut the head off, y'all got to carry the body backstage and finish damaging it. You know what I mean? By doing more talk, more bad stuff behind the scenes, talking about the person, letting other people talk about it, discrediting them. Like, where all this come from? Why does it even exist? Dropping this link so that you can go back there and just damage somebody's credibility. Because that's really what you're doing. Because to be honest, if you can't say it up here in front of somebody, you're pussy for saying it behind the scenes day one. And then number two, it got to be something that's even more discrediting than what you're doing up here.
Well, at least, let me defend dropping the link, because people, are, you know what I'm saying? People are not willing to give out, you know what I'm saying, their phone numbers, and stuff like that. But then also you have to, recognize this, that we have all the people together all at one time. And it's nothing better than the present. That's the only thing that I can, you know what I'm saying, find a way to have some clarity in regards to that.
Online,
huh?
You're dropping the link so that you all can get up there and have one meeting spot.
Yes. I mean, that's how I look at it. But it doesn't mean
topics and conversations.
Well, I've been behind, I guess you call it behind, not to me, because nobody works in CNN. Right? No, it just, to me, all of it is conversation, and you know what I'm saying, communication, and then of course you can call it gossip, you can call it.
We all be on one accord. If you go live right now and 850 people ran over here, that means they all would be in somewhat of agreement to what the fuck is going on over here. Excuse my language, right?
Well, everybody here to listen to the bullshit. I said everybody's here to listen to the bullshit or the real shit or whatever. You got more haters in the room. It's always more haters.
That's why I don't feel the need for a link drop.
No. I mean, I think that, for some, there's a wait.
If I want to come up there and say something, I would have said it then. Yeah. Why I gotta go back there and be a coward?
Oh, okay, that's how you feel. So you calling me a coward. So when I drop the link to go and just say we can talk afterwards, you think I'm being cowardly? Oh man, I didn't know that. See,
but it depends on what narration was talked about before y'all dropped that link, and before you got ready to go off and drop that link.
Well, for me, some people, I've already fucked up. I done gave my phone number and everything to every goddamn body. That's a way to protect your phone number and your identity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I can agree with that.
Okay.
I can agree with it.
I mean, but I'm not safe. I mean, I've already been exposed. So.
For 99% of the dang conversation. The link is being dropped.
Well, I mean, but you experienced it. How? I mean, I ain't gonna tell you not to hope. Be yourself, because you tired of me saying, please don't say this, don't say that, don't please. Okay, how do you know what they call? Because men, like I said, men, you go back and forth. I don't feel that it's. I don't feel. Let me say this, sis. I really don't feel. I mean, for real. I've even asked my therapist and psychiatrist about this. I don't feel like it's behind the scenes. There ain't no money there. There ain't no like boom mic motherfucker.
I know, ain't no production.
Yeah, like bitch, I'm the production. So if I shut it down, like I'm having to me, I call it I'm chopping it up. I'm chopping it up. Like,
but since that's not how that goes, that's not how
I know, that's why you say that I'm still wet behind the ears. But to me, I'm chopping it up.
That's why I say I can't say it's on every platform.
I don't do that too often, but I have. Because everybody don't want to give out their phone number. They don't want, because of doxing and stuff like that.
But your ass probably should be doxed. And you sitting there lollygagging and chopping it up all up here on the big screen. And then you dropping the link when it's time to go off after calling somebody a hubba bubba, whole smokable leaf or something. And then you really, well, I'm going off now. You just called me a hubba bubba leaf. You know what I mean?
You just said that my daddy ain't my. I get you. You just saying that my daddy ain't my daddy. He ain't got no leg and no balls neither. And F you and meet me behind the scene.
Whoa.
No, you didn't say. No, sis, you said hubba bubba.
Golly, I can't even go skin a cat because the cat gone.
Girl, ain't no cat, dog, girl, child. You know, you and daddy talk about there ain't no damn cat, dog. Daddy said the devil is a liar. A cat and a dog cannot, they can't.
Because the cat done ran.
Right.
He backed up behind the scene with the rest of them. You can't tell which is which. They all look alike.
Child.
Like, they don't want to stand in eye. Ain't nobody making no kind of sense. Well, y'all know we behind the scenes talking about somebody we just talked about up there.
Okay, but what's wrong with finding some clarity? But what's wrong with finding some clarity, though?
I just clarified it for 12 hours on the live. How clear do you need it to be?
But it's different. It's different. But sis, it's different when you live versus when you're not live.
Girl, I guess it is.
No, I mean I'm talking about my personal
I ain't no different. I ain't gonna say nothing nice. I can't.
Right. No, say it. You ain't gonna say nothing. I don't think that's what it is. I think because people know that there's narratives and stuff that can be. Look, people searching for content.
Conversation right here is any different from the conversations we have when we just chopping it up.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Damn, girl. Okay.
I'm just asking for a friend.
No, we talk all the time. You right.
And we hit on every aspect, right?
Yeah, we do. We go deep. We read to each other.
In our conversation, the same way our conversation is held right now. It's the same words, formulation, style, tone, and everything else.
Yeah.
It would be if we just chopping it up off this live. We're not saying anything on this live that we wouldn't be saying about somebody, about this platform, about holding regular conversation, anything that we wouldn't do what they call behind the scenes.
But I don't even like the behind the scenes. I think that shit is corny.
Me too.
And there's no disrespect to that. I mean, if you call me on my house phone, you just call me on my house phone. You call me on my cell phone. If you email, you just call me. That I mean, I've always looked at it like that. Now, if we got a plan,
everybody will hear this. That's why I got that little microphone by my info for you. I want everybody to hear this. The only reason it is for people to go behind the scenes. It's for someone to have the right to record you. Y'all stop going behind the scenes with these people.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. You can't assume that.
Recording y'all and playing it back to y'all dumbasses. In your dumbass
You
face.
can't. I don't record people, sis.
Y'all stop
You
going
can't
behind
assume
the
that.
scenes after these lives and you already hot and engaged in conversation from the prior live.
Mm-hmm.
To dialing on a link and going back there being rah-rah and woo-woo because you're going to say whatever come to heart and mind.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're willing to say...
Now y'all looking like fools when you come back up here.
But if you're willing...
in the wrong person's hands and now it's looking like you just a hypocrite.
Oh.
Stop doing that, man. Sure,
So, okay, so you telling... So are you saying...
Platform jumpers, y'all gonna get enough of that. Because at the end of the day, the crap you sitting up here on this platform saying, you go on the next platform and your ass kicked. It don't look good. Stop doing that. If you gonna be saying something, God done it, stick to your gun. Because we tired of seeing y'all platform jumpers.
What?
But y'all think people supposed to donate to that? Why you think Sabe ain't the only one get donations? Because she gonna stick to her damn gun. If she F up one thing about it, she gonna say, listen, man, in her mind, she saying, I done F'd up. I ain't gonna let these folk know it, and it is what it is. And she get up in here, and she don't let y'all know it. She keep doing her thing. And y'all be talking, oh, she done messed up. She ain't going on. She ain't think she done got all them people money. Well, don't, hey, do she give it back? No. That wasn't her plan. To her gun. Y'all need to stick to y'all guns, man. Stop platform jumping. But if it's making you say one thing,
why are you roasting me?
By the time you get back to where it began, it's all jumbled up.
Why are you roasting me though? I thought we was friends.
No, I'm not roasting. I'm just saying.
Why are you roasting me? I only went on a few platforms.
That should be provided.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, sis.
Yeah, but okay. All right. Now you then took care of that form. But what about just like, okay, the link get dropped and boom, there, having a full conversation. And I know this is that
Somebody has to be the top blocker.
Let me ask you, what is your honest opinion about me fumbling the ball on Uncle Timothy Blaine's platform?
I don't think you fumbled the ball on Uncle Tim. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
No, because I don't think you fumbled no ball.
Okay, but I feel that I fumbled the ball to a certain.
And you did what was allotted. Fuck allowed. Excuse my language. I know this ain't gonna be monetized. I'm sorry, y'all.
Girl.
Podcast, y'all, girl.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think that you messed up. I think you went and did what was allotted to you.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
And you wanted me and you to watch it together, and I said no. Correct?
Right.
I told you I was
I told you my opinion.
I was embarrassed.
And I'm telling you nah.
All right.
Not
well,
all, but nah.
And I left it alone because, all right, I would like to know what your opinion is. I don't know what it is on live, so go ahead, child.
Yeah, because you don't want to watch the thing through with me.
And because I got a lot of hit back from that, and I already know what I said. I know what I said. Why I need to see it? I already know what I said. Why do I need to? I know what I said. I know what I said. Period. I know what I said.
Tell us, because we don't know.
You know what I said. If I say that, the video might be, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna give you what F you want, blah, 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 and cursing. Apparently that's what the fuck you want. I'm gonna give you what the you want.
Okay, but was time allotted for you to say that?
No.
So you just came out and said it?
No. There was too many things happening to me all at one time.
So, what gave you a platform? Put it like this: what gave you a gap in Uncle Tim's conversation? What gap was allowed to you in Uncle Tim's conversation to say that?
I was getting phone calls and stuff
in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
During the time him and the chat was conversating, or he was talking to everybody.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I didn't know what was going on with the chat, sis. I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
I got I was getting phone calls and stuff like that, and it was other stuff that was going on. And then I looked down to the chat and I snapped.
Okay, so how were you wrong? How do you feel you was wrong? Because you must feel you was wrong.
A little bit. Just a teeny bit.
The admission from Nicole Reloaded about what happened on Uncle Tim's live?
No, I mean, I mean, more in regards to not to Uncle Tim is because I was using a bunch of profanity on a big platform and stuff like that, and I know my father would be disappointed. So I don't feel that Uncle Tim was actually mad at me like that. But if he was, I took care of that. So I don't see what I really don't.
Anything wrong?
I don't feel like I really did anything wrong.
Okay. So do you feel you owe Uncle Tim an apology at all?
I apologize to him. I apologize to Uncle Tim because that's his platform, and I believe, I'm not saying that's what he says, that, you know what I'm saying, he trusts me with his chat and stuff like that. So, but when I went on his live, I was a contributor. I was not a commentator. I was not a YouTuber. I was a fan, I guess you could say. I was.
Oh, okay. So let me cut you off right there. I don't mean to cut you off in the midst of the conversation, but I kind of do mean it. Because
why are you doing this to me, sis? God damn.
What I'm hearing is a two-way street here. What you're saying is the chat was looking at you like, okay, here goes the mod.
I wasn't looking at the chat though, Tara.
Interrupting the line. But for you were looking at it like, I'm one of you guys coming in as one of you guys, making comments on the line and holding a conversation. Just as well as with Uncle Tim as with you guys on the line. You know what I mean? It's kind of what you're saying.
No, I don't. I think people think that I can do that. I cannot make Uncle Tim do anything. No, I have to email him just like everybody else. Period.
Okay.
I'm not special. I don't know why people think I am, but I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, for the exception that I'm in his book and I'm in his. I mean, you know. So.
Well, with that being said, it sounds to me that you feel, due to exception of you coming in as just a study, a viewer, or what have you.
No, when I click his link, I thought I was just a regular subscriber.
It just sounds like due to me. I mean, to me, that due to you coming in as a study, a viewer, or whatever, and seeing yourself no differently from anybody.
No, I did not. I went in the backyard. I was chilling, and I was chilling. I didn't see none of that shit.
Hold on, please. You felt like in that time frame, you was allotted the time to have the conversation, and it was no harm.
Correct.
So this is why you feel, okay, in such instance, I would give Uncle Tim and have given Uncle Tim an apology.
I did.
But to the chat, my fellow mods, and so on and so forth, I feel I was attacked.
Yes, that is correct.
Because they didn't come at you as a sister or with a sisterhood or modship. They came at you with misunderstanding.
You ain't shit, Tara, but yes, that is the truth. That is the truth, yes.
So I feel that you and your mod sisters need to hold a conversation.
No. It is what it is. I mean, if they felt that I fumbled the ball, I already took accountability for it, and it is what it is.
So you guys already talked,
Yeah, you didn't watch the live that I had after it.
No, I didn't.
I rectified that immediately.
Great, that's good.
Yeah.
So at this point right here, I mean, what do you feel that you?
I don't need to do nothing. It is place. It took place. There's nothing. I have no power. I have no control over it. I can't delete it, and I wouldn't ask him to delete it. It just is what it is. It's there forever. Even if he did, it's already recorded.
Right.
So
what you taking from it, though, sis? Out of all that right there, what you taking from that? And from this conversation we having about it, though?
I felt, to be honest, I felt alone.
Yeah.
Confused. And discombobulated, to be honest. Yeah.
Right, okay.
I was wondering where you were at, Mona, or something like that, because,
Right, you didn't see nobody standing in with you.
No, nobody had my back. But Leandra's Fine did. She came in, and I want to give her respect for that. Like, she like, shit, some apparently, people have to understand, or whatever. I think that people think that I'm this like perfect angel, and I'm not. But that doesn't mean that I don't love the Lord. That does not mean I don't fast.
We stayed on the phone and we talked about it and everything. Like,
yeah. I think people think that I'm some form of protection or something like that. I mean, that's just my presumption of things.
I'm telling you that the Emperor was speaking up for you in that instance.
If people cared about my reputation so much, they didn't protect it that day. And that's exactly how I feel, period, point blank. Because that's their perception of my reputation. I got boots on the ground. I've helped kids. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. Our family does what it does. You know what I mean? I've helped people get their kids back. Like, and you keep poking and keep poking and keep poking. Why do you think he allowed me to be in this book is how I feel. Nobody ever took that time to take control over him. That's why I was trying to say, me and him don't talk privately. That's why it's so amazing when we come together, because we're catching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something.
I mean, that's how I feel.
From the way I'm hearing it, it feels like to me, you have formulated a social connection with Uncle Tim that goes outside. It spirals outside in your heart, I'm saying. Because you never met him or anything like that. But outside of you not meeting him here on YouTube, you formulated an emotional attachment with him that goes outside of YouTube.
Everybody, I named him Uncle Timothy Blank. Let's make that very clear. I called him that and it's stuck.
Do you think that's healthy?
I don't actually think there's anything wrong with that, to be honest, from my social media experience and stuff like that. I don't expect anything from him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I expect him to be exactly who he is.
Right, but in the process of it kind of.
Uncle Timothy Blaine didn't do anything
For
wrong.
you to be so acclimated with him in that manner kind of gives it room for you to have an emotional attachment.
I do have I'm not going to take that away. I do have an attachment to him. I think he's amazing. I think that he's smart.
It's a fair emotional attachment.
But my emotional attachment shouldn't have nothing to do with anybody else that has no emotional attachment with me. Anybody that should have an issue with that is the people that really genuinely love me, therefore knows how it goes down to how I feel about him. Period.
Right, but what I'm saying is, it ain't healthy for you. Because you go hard for people, and they don't even know you're going that hard for them. They have no knowledge of it.
Well, I think that Uncle Tim does realize how much I care for him. That's just my perception. I think he realizes that, and I think this is just my perception that people want to be in the book, and I think that's where the trouble started. That's just my opinion.
My phone just went out. Girl, you'll be going in and out.
What I said is I think that people want to be in the book. I was joking with him where I said, put me in the book. And it didn't went somewhere. So I'm in the book, bitch. It is what it is. I didn't pay him no secret money.
I don't know.
I don't talk to him on the phone. I didn't do nothing secretly with him. Can you put and turn who whoop de whoop wop in the book? I never did no shit like that. It's natural. I never begged him for anything. I seen Uncle Timothy Blaine's gift as well as I seen other people. And shit, we have a bond in that way. And if anybody fuck with him, I will be on the plane down there to California. He knows that.
But see, that's what
Well, shit. I've told him that on his shit. If somebody fuck, but he'll probably tell me I don't want you there. He probably would say, I don't need you down here. I don't need you to do shit.
What we need is we need to go behind the scenes.
Girl, ain't no link. Ooh. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Timothy Blaine.
That's right. And Nicole Reloaded if you haven't already. Yep, for all you bush watchers and listeners, all y'all people, y'all hear that? This is called Cracker Pack Rambling. That means we eat around him.
People have tried to buy me from him and thought that I was willing to be purchased. And don't you say no names.
Sure, you feel quiet.
So, no. It's about just, I believe in him, period. I can't be bought. So, had nothing to do with this book. But, I mean, it does make it amazing, though. You know, at least somebody on YouTube gave me something.
You talk about top blockers, and people be wanting to talk about clout chasing and stuff.
Mm. Well, at least somebody gave me some love on YouTube. Well, hey, sis, it is what it is, and shit, hey, I love me some Uncle Timothy Blaine, period. It just is what it is. And if I'm biased, I'm biased.
But I think my phone got a virus too.
Yeah, I didn't say virus. I said...
No, I didn't. I was just looking at my phone and I said that. Sorry.
I'll show you how to clean it out. Did you update it?
I think I did. Girl.
So...
Service is bad.
Oh, they say Uncle Timothy Blaine actually is live right now. Get them out of here, sis. We got another one.
Hi, Doris Taylor.
He gotta put my name. He gotta use my name to bring in the people. Yeah, they come in and go to sock you in your goddamn head, nigga.
Uh-oh.
It will always be that way,
Uncle
girl.
Tim ready to sock somebody out, y'all.
Hi, Doris. Who the hell is Doris?
I'm smart. I'm smart.
Where is all the other... Okay, Nikki there.
See you later, Doris.
Yeah, you gotta... Did you block? Block. Okay, hold on.
I blocked and reported this.
Thank you. Yeah, those are the ones that are trying to come, when I got attacked.
Well, we see you, Doris. Hey, Doris. Bye, Doris.
Bye.
Don't do that now, you hear? Doris act like my eye ain't on this chat.
Hold on.
Popping her heavy-handed ass.
Boom, where you had the bookcase and the books for most people. If you watch the
hell with Doris. Doris, you ain't the only one with a heavy
Uncle
hand.
Tim. Well, Uncle Tim reading down, honey.
I'm reading down.
See, my all my stuff that's programmed in my main phone, we live on, child. J1. Oh shit. All right. Anyway, girl.
Did we woman you or something, Doris? Are you burning by candlelight? Is your name written on some kind of baby? What's going on? Who burning the candle on both ends, sending you a bill? Get back, Doris. We don't see you, Doris. We will not be moved, Doris.
And we're not talking about Diamond Dory.
This is not a promotional platform. Don't see us over here getting cash out. Get the bag, get the bag and keep going, Doris. Well, paid you. Tell them thank you. You done your job. Bye, Doris.
Oh, Lord. Uncle Timothy Blaine is... Let me see what's going on.
Doris is wearing it out. Somebody must say her some snacks today or something.
Girl, no, that's them crackers that's taking black folks' names to
whoever she pretending to be, I'm gonna call out by her name, Doris. Okay, go listen to some Adele Set Fire.
The exact same art, punk. What do you know about it? Tim, he never admits to being gay. He only say that he's a part of the LGBT.
Drop your
He's too embarrassed to try to hold on to the B. But girl, that's bullshit.
Hold on, sir.
That's bullshit. Maybe his sisters, they still don't understand, girl. They so holy.
We're going to come back live because I need my cell phone.
He gay.
All right,
gay,
anyway.
Gay now he's almost a
Love
woman.
y'all. Bye.
He acts like a woman.
Oh, well, see you guys later.
Yeah,
Talk to y'all